One of the earliest memories I have about Mealshare and the first ideas of it was going to this guy who was working at the same firm I was. He was a couple years ahead of me. I really looked up to him and respected him. And I told him about this idea and I said, hey, we've got this idea for Mealshare. Here's how it's gonna work. We're gonna work with restaurants. We're gonna give meals to kids in need. And I thought he was gonna be excited for me. And I remember he laughed at me. And so experiences like that made it tough. Mealshare is a buy one, give one nonprofit that works with restaurants to provide meals to youth in need. So you go into one of our partner restaurants, you order a Mealshare item, and you get your meal exactly as normal, and you're also providing one meal to a youth in need.
But yeah, we took a big chance on trying something out and dropping what were kind of the dream jobs. I remember the day that I went to quit, wondering like, what am I thinking? I'm throwing it all away.
On certain days that got us down for sure, and it was tough. But then, on other days, Andrew and I got to work together and talk about new ideas and new ways of doing things and what the world could be like if things like this, continue to grow and succeed and the change that can make. And that was really exciting and pulled us through those tougher times, I think. It was a brand new idea and nobody had heard of it. So getting people to talk to us, to listen to us, that was tough. In our personal lives, we both run all the time. So a handful of times a week, each of us will hit the trails. During every run, there's a period where you want to quit. That's gonna happen during every run. And it's fun to look at that through the lens of Mealshare and say, this has been a long journey and there's been days where we've wanted to stop, where we've had tough days and everything's gone wrong and it seems like nothing's going right and you want to stop. But it's not about hitting the end goal at the very end of the race, it's about taking that next step. We're not trying to solve world hunger tomorrow, but tomorrow we are trying to get on a couple more partner restaurants to feed a couple more kids, and at the end of the day, that's going to have a huge impact.
Now we've grown the program to 275 restaurant partners and consistently growing across the entire country from Victoria to Halifax.
We set goals and we want to hit 500,000 meals, and once we shared that many meals, it was exciting to think, let's get to 1 million meals and let's do that as fast as we can.